We should leave it open, is my thought.
Good.
Okay. All right.
What about behind it there?
Well, I got it ag right now. And because, you know, if we would advocate this development on 45, it's going to develop first because it has highway access. There's probably how much acreage there? Huge amount of acreage. I don't see that. I don't see that in 20 years.
How about 40?
Developing.
Right.
We're only talking 20.
Well, yeah, they got the new road there. We're talking about
The road that ends?
500.
Oh.
It goes to Walmart. Where are you guys at?
By the way, was anybody excited about the overpass at 500 East on over 57 that they proposed? Because I'm not.
I don't think anybody noticed it.
They proposed an overpass over 57 on 500 East.
They also proposed an overpass at River Road. It's already there.
So yeah. I wasn't going to bring that up, but
They did?
yeah.
I wasn't enthusiastic about paying for it.
No.
That was the
I don't see how it's even.
Jason, I just thought that I think we had enough residential or commercial developed right now on 4552 and some of the outlots that are next to Walmart that I don't know if we needed to
go all the way around.
Well, no, we're not going to go all the way around either. I think we're going to stop, what Camiros is thinking is we stop that at 5,000.
Okay.
And we don't go east with this 500 right here.
500?
500, yeah.
I'd say that you'd probably get about a quarter mile more just because of the proximity of Walmart.
Okay, you know what, I agree, that's a corner, yeah. Let's do the corner right there.
And then continue that line north because you have this new road.
I don't know.
What new road?
I don't know.
500 east.
Well, that's in, yeah.
I just don't think we're gonna have that, I don't know, I'm not that, what do you think?
That's not Kankakee, is it? Not in
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, it is?
Some of it.
Well, the Park District land.
West side.
500 is. The Park District land where Splash Valley is there, that's all Park District, so that's fine.
Well, I like your idea of, Jason, I like that idea right here of taking this commercial, you know, out to here. Okay? We've got this commercial sort of going.
Facing the jail too.
This. We got that commercial. Right now we got this in ag, all right? And we've cut back all of this that we were talking commercial that's on the map. So we've eliminated that. So the question and that's why I waited to, this is the last part of the land use plan I want to talk about. What do you think where are we going with this? I think that's, for one thing, if you take a look at it, a major portion of it has a landing, what do they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the cross
Approach.
Yeah, this large area has an approach here. So that might limit it in terms of what we've designated.
We've talked to Riverstone, and there's nothing further east that they're planning. That's the end of the Riverstone show.
Well, Bill talked to them. They have some, yeah, they don't see it going that much. No, not right now.
No, they had a plan for the whole thing.
And we've all seen that, I think. Once upon a time, and I never heard of that.
4 or 5 years ago.
Would it hurt to leave it unplanned at this stage?
Or just plant it ag, just to have it.
Exactly, that's what I'm, exactly.
Well, I could go along with that.
The only other element.
The only thing that it really plays into, the KCC has talked a number of times about expanding the campus for sustainability type of, we've talked to them about investment in R&D, research and development and sustainability, and alternative energies too, and creating something over there. You know, I call it ethanol free or whatever and all that. They were looking at possibly, you know, maybe that area would be, because it's close to the campus, of being some kind of research type of thing. I mean, not to do anything that would advocate, you know, that would, you know, diminish the residential and stuff like that.
Community college.
You know what? Let's do this because I don't think. Let's go with ag right now. and then just see what kind of, run it up the flagpole as ag, and then we'll go see where we'll
See what
go
happens.
from there.
Could we put an area just to the north of it, just to put future development by question mark?
Yeah.
Let's come back to.
It's a tough plan to go
This campus is phenomenally by KCC and the Park District and the Forest Preserve and Shapiro. It's something that hardly any communities have. And even right now, of course, we're going to have this trail built this next year. The interest is, how well that performs. But as a center, that's really an interesting element of that. Could it reflect, like you said,
Right.
something tied to that?
Or do we leave it white, do we leave it white?
Just leave it open for
A lot of park districts.
What would, what's the feeling of the board members here? Do we designate it ag going in? Do we leave it blank and can get some feedback on it? What would your preference be?
Back to your entertainment concept.
Yeah.
Not that we want to put the auditorium there, but is there something, we got the water park and all those things going on, is there something else that somebody might title on?
Only bad
Soccer fields?
Bad thing I see about that, Jeff, there's only one entryway into that area and one entryway out. I mean, you got one exit,
Too many
and
congestion.
you can have too many people in there, it's just too hard to get them in and get them out. It's the same way with the fireworks in KCC every year.
That's a mess.
It's a mess. And you can't get them in and get them out. So there's only one road.
So we park along every road we could possibly find and then
But going back to your comment, Mike,
Yes.
because once again, that's a major runway, part of that north boundary. And I would have no problem seeing it used as farmland.
Okay. All right.
Because you can't use, on each side of it, you can use some of it for other things, but still you got that runway.
Let's change our direction. Let's go with ag, with the thought in the back of our mind that we'd be open to looking at other alternatives.
Yeah, trying to.
I think that's a good approach. All right. Okay.
at the last meeting, you mentioned something about staging. Did you want to suggest staging, or is that something the private market figures out for ourselves?
Staging what?
What happens in the first 10 years? What happens in the first 20? When do we spend money on public improvements? Where?
I think they're gonna
I don't
be able
know.
to put that into that.
That's a big set.
That's a big crystal ball.
And, ours is pretty fuzzy right now.
I was just glad to get that done. And with this cold, I can't even think anymore.
You're doing fine.
The other thing guys, before we go, I want to mention one other thing that we want to take from our experience with the Tri-Village project that's in Lot 57 on the north side of the county, is the idea that when an overlay, what we call an overlay district, I don't even know if that's a good term, district or not, but what we want to make sure that happens, any development that occurs along 57 on both sides has to meet a certain aesthetic standard so that we don't want metal pole buildings going up onto, in the view of 57. We want to have development along there that has standards of brick and, where does outdoor parking go, signage.
Where do you park buses? Where do you park vehicles?
Tri-Village, yes.
Putting
And I
our
think that
best
that's,
face forward, I think is what we call it there. Putting our best face forward.
right.
As the entrance in the city themselves, that makes sense.
I agree.
Okay.
I think that jails really put a.
Oh, that put the standard up, yeah.
Put it, you're right.
Because they put a
We're
full building.
25,000 people go.
I don't think anybody'd get excited about that.
All right. Del, would you go ahead and make those changes to that land use map?
We'll send those out to you so you can take a look at it and make sure we all agree with it. And I'll send it off with it. So, one other thing I want to make sure you're all aware of, invoices are going out next week. So you'll be getting the bill in the mail, so make sure that Mayor Green knows that there'll be an invoice for a relatively minor amount, I don't know, maybe $3,000. The first bill came in, you're up to 40%, we're up to 50, you're up to 10. So it'll come out next week, just make sure they know it's coming. I hate to surprise somebody with their son.
We'll make the changes, and you guys can take a look at it.
Do we need to have a comment or meeting between now and the 25th?
September 18th
18th?
is our next
We'll
meeting.
be able to go over that then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say also a meeting on the 23rd of September?
No. I
Fifth.
don't think we did.
I think we did,
You said something about the 25th.
but I think we had the 23rd.
That's the first
also.
public hearing.
25th is public hearing.
We're meeting on the 18th to go over all the information that's going to be presented on the 25th. That's the purpose.
Yeah.
We get a week of advance to tweak anything that might come out.
If I said 23rd, that's a mistake. You get it written down?
23rd is the RPC.
Oh, that's the RBC dinner. Thank you.
Great idea, we're on meeting.
Yeah, it's a free meal.
Is there going to be somebody from the FAA at the public hearing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Most of our comments are going to go to Crawford, Murphy, and Tilly, CMT, who are experts in the airport development industry. So, but I don't think from a technical standpoint, that's we're going to note that to Brad, comments of Daryl, and we'll see where that goes if there's any issues or concerns that they have. All right. Start of the weekend. On the weekend. Don't do that to me. I got one foot out the door right now.
Put that in the minutes.
Motion to adjourn. Mr. Hearn.
Second.
Mr. LaCombe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.